And then we're on number 2.
So do you think they always put the biggest creature there? So I know it's been Gideon or Jace a couple times. Is Jace really huge and we've never realized it?
Well, Jace has never been a creature. We have no idea how big.
Yeah,
no.
Jace
Jace was a creature once as an O2 teen, right?
As a
Okay,
baby.
there he's a teen. But
Yeah.
what I'm saying is we have no scale references for Jace.
Yeah,
right?
he's 35 now. And when he was a teen, he was 5'4". Now that
Wait,
he's 35,
no. When you said
he's 7'6".
no, hold on.
Yeah.
When you said he's 35, are you talking years or like feet? Because that's
Okay. Well, first of all, they don't use feet in any measurement in any magic plane.
Okay.
That's why it's not
Yalms.
magic.
Fine. 20 yalms.
Because there's no magic on Earth. That's how we know. We use Earth. On Earth, we use meters and feet. There's no magic here.
Mhm.
Ergo, they must use something else somewhere else.
That follows. Your logic is flawless.
Yeah.
It's perfect inductive reasoning.
I was just gonna say that Vryn, everybody's really big.
Furlong. Although Furlong is based in...
He's 0.8 Urzes.
Beautiful. All right, we're doing another cons. We got our money back, as it were. So might as well jump right back in.
Urza sounds like it would be a measurement of temperature. Because Lord
Ooh,
Urza...
like energy or something like that. Like
kelvins.
yeah.
Or
Oh no,
or like
no.
work.
Urzes is when you're like scouting somebody. You're looking at their power level.
Ooh.
Okay, you know how some like ohms and like how some named
Newtons.
measurements are they're
Right.
they're actually the relation of two others, like resistance times whatever is.
Yeah, a whole
Yeah.
lot
What-
that happens all over the place. Like
What
gnomes,
if an Urza is
gnomes and farads?
Urza is the transect is like the relation between temperature and time.
Okay.
Like a unit for measuring fire.
Fire over time, though. Yeah, this is
Okay.
when something is Urza, it's like it's time heat resistance.
So what you're
is
saying is
Urza.
Urza's block was a slow burn.
Yes, except for the ones that were a
Mm.
fast burn, like
Right.
or a fast cold, like cold
Yeah,
snap,
well, like
which was also
there was,
which
like-
was also in Dominaria.
no, Urza's like mistakes over time. Yes.
First mistake did not kill my
Okay,
brother when I had
so
the chance.
Jace is really high up on there then. Like,
Oh yeah.
Second mistake would eventually let Jace exist, even though I was dead at the time. That's never stopped a planeswalker, right? Being dead.
No, that was the entire point of Cons of Tarkir, is that Ugin envisioned a world like my favorite part of the plot of Cons, because I don't really like the whole of it, how it played out, but I love the idea of Ugin, a super wizard who decided that if he was dead, the world was incorrect.
So like, put a big if else if on the world.
Right, like
Hey,
if
dead, send idiot here to look at rock. If not dead, yes.
right, like clearly the universe is wrong. I am dead. Which is just that is a beautiful like planeswalker super wizard sort of thing, and that's my
Like what a great decision making process.
yeah.
Yo, what the hell? Why am I dead? That weren't part of my plan.
Well, if that were true, then I would be wrong, and I can't be wrong. I'm the
Massive.
professor.
Exactly.
Okay, measuring Jace's mistakes is hard because
Talk to the hand.
okay, deflecting palm, a very good card.
Well, it's a cheap card. Is I think its power is that like
Yeah.
like you know Boros Fury Shield is very similar to it,
Mm-hmm.
but deflecting palm does it on two.
So we could have Frontier Bivouac to start fixing early and often. We could have Debilitating Injury,
Yep.
known first pickable card that we talked about last time around.
A unpickable land here because we're gonna pick
The better version.
the better version of
yeah.
it. Right?
Well, Bivouac doesn't gain you a life.
Oh, and
Yeah,
as
if you were
we saw, Lord Hell, Darth Helmet could kill you if you don't gain ones.
Oh my god.
And if you were like money drafting, Stubborn Nile's probably like a ticket or something. Nope, it's
Nah.
0.002 ticks. Okay, I thought
So-
that it being played.
So
all over the
I do
place.
like Deflecting Palm. It has really, like, the more you look at the art, the worse it gets.
Yeah, it's gross. I like it.
But it's something cool. I'm very interested in seeing if, like, we can make a ooh, hi. Oh.
What if we play Sultai? Then our line is still a good pick.
I love Dead Drop in everything except for the flavor text, which is
Yeah, it's like everyone look up on Lion's Eye Diamond for some very bad flavor text. Held in the lion's eye, Zalfirin saying, meaning caught in the moment of crisis. Thanks, idiots.
But Dead Drop costs infinity mana. It's 10, but
Right.
almost every time, with the exception of when your opponent has Ponyback Brigade, that you play this, it's a beating.
Oh man, can we like wheel Marty Skullhunter?
Now
Now that I'm into that card.
I'd love it, but
I don't think that fits in the Dead Drop deck.
yeah.
I mean, I would still play Dead Drop in a Marty Skullhunter deck. Here's some interesting cards.
Right.
We got Tusky, we got Swarm of Bloodflies, which is
The
weird.
hell is that?
It comes into play with 2 1/1 counters, then it gets a 1/1 counter on any other creature death.
If you're removal deck, this is what card you want. But debilitating injury is probably just better than that.
Right.
What if we're removal dot?
What if we're mono black?
No.
Well,
What
we
is?
can try. I would love to be mono black.
I think so far we can get away with it, but
Right. I think I'm absolutely going to pick debilitating injury here, and I want to end up in. I guess with Bivouac, we're looking at Soul Tie, right? Like that's our.
yeah. And if we don't use our first pick, that's not the worst thing in the world.
Well, the thing is, Bivouac is easy to use too. It's so easy to just be like, hey, we're splashing any color that's in. Oh, hey, like, that's fine.
Ooh, Dragon Style.
Yeah.
Twins.
If you want
Well,
to,
there's-
if we want to stick on it, we can pick up the Skull Hunter there, but.
Or the Sultai Scavenger.
God, could we craft a deck where I would feel good about having Tygom scheming?
Maybe.
So-
I kind of like the Skull Hunter, actually. I don't like Dragon Style Twins. I think that card never works.
Yeah.
It's a little too top heavy for the Prowess deck. So really, you kind of want it to be like, it works best in the Marty deck with combat tricks.
Its favorite friend is Feat of Resistance.
Yeah, Feat of Resistance.
So
Right. Like, I think the River Wheel Aerialists are just the better version of Dragon Style Twins because they have a similar kill rate, but Aerialists can't be blocked by Goblin tokens, doesn't die to Arc Lightning. There's just
Mon Skulls.
format is not right for Dragon Style Twins.
Ooh, Mentor, which is like. Again, if we're removal. Ooh, there's also Drowned.
Yeah,
There's Owned
Cases
Ancestor.
can be made
Yo,
for
Drowned
Disowned-
Ancestor is good.
Yeah.
Disowned
Whoa.
Ancestor lets us skull hunt. One of this
Drowning,
guy's secret
Disowned.
abilities is being
Yeah.
able to attack.
Yep.
Does not have Defender.
My secret power, Strike. All creatures now have Strike. If they can
Perfect.
attack.
I also feel
No
like.
combat damage.
I also do feel like we have a deck where I would love to have Master the Way, where it's like we're just removal and cards, and our hand is just whatever. It's we just keep.
Sweet.
We always have 5 cards in hand because there's always 4 removal spells, and
Which means we don't want Tygom Scheming. We want Sorin card. What is it called? Because it's like, look at the top 4, put 2 in your hand, lose 2 life, and like the other 2 go to your graveyard.
Whoa,
Sorin.
that's real?
Bitter Revelation.
Bitter.
yeah.
Oh, right. No. Now that you say it out loud. So, Smite the Monstrous and Bring Low are quite good.
Yeah.
Hardened War Shrieker can lead to nonsense. Guy.
I think the Sultai picks are kind of gone.
Agreed.
So,
We're seeing more Mardu stuff. I think Bring Low is the one that I feel fits more with what we're doing here.
Yeah.
Shamley Tendance is very expensive.
That's very replaceable, also.
Yeah.
The Essence of Yu-Gi-Oh. Yikes.
If we were in Sultai, though, there's we could play John to just pick Become Immense.
Ha. But there's a feat here, which is the card that I think is the most powerful in the pack outside of Become Immense.
Feat's rather good.
Sure.
It's funky because we're what it looks like is ending up in a Mardu deck, but this has a very different style of Mardu compared to what the hell we had so far in the previous one.
Yeah.
Plus, we're also getting in a situation where we could just play 5-color if we wanted to.
I'll take any number of this card.
It's not Venerable Lamasu ever?
Venerable Lamasu used to be a card I was accused of liking, but I would say, no, I don't like the card, but it's a 5-power flyer.
I feel like what it looks like is that the speed of our deck outside of Dead Drop actually is more feet at the moment.
Sure.
With the
let's take it.
With the skull hunting.
Okay, we'll hit him with the black-white vampires. Can we pick it now? Do you want it over Rakshasa's Secret?
The Secret. Oh, the thing is that the Secret with Dead Drop is reasonable, isn't it?
It is. It puts 3 cards in your grave.
And look at the card. They worded it so you can't discard the cards yourself. They didn't want to mono it. That'd be 4 mana.
Right. Speed of the deck. Speed of the deck.
Yeah.
You're right.
Speaking of speed of the deck.
Yeah.
With
you don't have to. You don't have to tell me twice. I like Jeskai Student a lot.
Jeskai Student works at every speed. It's great.
Yeah. Jeskai Student is a card that works very well with the feet. There's that.
Would you say? I want to make a weird joke on your stream, and you can't stop me. Would you say that Jeskai Student likes feet? You want to pick Rush of Battle?
Probably. I have no idea. I think we pick it and don't play it. Hey!
Ooh, another card that turns on the Skull Hunter.
Not bad.
With our Hate Blade and Jeskai Student and Skull Hunter, maybe we do play Rush of Battle.
Yeah, Siegecraft.
And we get an erase for the sideboard.
Erase. That's good, actually.
Okay, I got some boost in the chat.
Yeah, we need to find the edge. We can't have the whole seat here. Also, like, we're just like
we're this right
now. 2-colored at the moment. Like, bring lows here, sure, but
we're the 2 colors that our fixing land doesn't fix for.
Which is beautiful.
Oh boy, you've got the Retribution of the Ancients with the Disowned Ancestor. That's sorcery speeds 2 mana, put a 1/1 counter on a creature or something.
Yeah. Feat of Resistance also puts counters on.
Yeah.
Let's look at the pack. There's no fixing for us.
Fire Cavalry is miserable.
If we were
these cards are bad.
If we're red, Burn Away and Demented are both rather good. Burn Away kills basically everything but one
Burn Away is
on.
pretty much an instant. So...
Yeah, Burn Away is like a bring low I like rather than a bring low I accept.
Like, what I worry is that we're not actually red. You know?
Yeah.
What else are we picking in this?
It would.
You're right. There's nothing else in this pack. Like River Wheel Aerialists that was going on about before.
Right, and we go on with feats there.
Right.
I'm gonna.
We do have a land that fixes for. Okay, never mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, incremental growth. Oh, are you sure we're not Abzan?
I'm sure we're not green. Like
the Merelk Nightblade is rather good.
3 feats.
With our
triple feats.
I'm sorry, how is Merrick Nightblade not miserable?
Gives Death Touch on your counters?
Okay, Death Touch Lord.
Because it hands out, mostly because it's interaction with feat.
Okay. Instant Death Touch, you sold me.
And like, also Disowned Ancestor.
I'm still gonna ask the question. Incremental growth?
Up to you. I don't actually like it.
Okay.
Be an Abzan, but okay, that's a powerful enough reason to side into green. You don't have to though. I could.
Is it like how often are we gonna have 3 targets?
I don't know.
Okay.
I know we have 4 creatures.
Go with your heart.
You want to? Yeah. Okay, let's be
Yeah.
exciting. Now we can use Death Frenzy.
Death Frenzy is an okay card.
Yeah,
Or
-2,
Savage
-2, Savage Punch, or...
Throttle.
You know, Death Frenzy goes really well with Dead Drop, right? Because it clears away all the little ones, and then they only have big guys left, and we can.
Yeah. And a good chunk of our creatures sidestep it in the sense that Jeskai Student and Disowned Ancestor don't die to it.
Yeah, they're just
And if
really
we've
tough.
And if we've played Mardu Skull Hunter, we're okay with it dying because at that point it's got rid of a card already.
So there's So I think it's Death Frenzy, Savage Punch, Abzan Banner in this deck.
Okay.
Maybe Throttle somewhere in there. Like Throttle would be a better burn away for us, I think.
Yeah, at this point, if we're... Okay, let's look.
Remember Flatten?
Ooh, more Skull
I
Hunting.
actually don't.
They made in Dragons. They just made a better Throttle.
Oh right.
Oh, yeah, it's just 4 mana Throttle.
Wow.
Absent Battle Priest seems.
Yeah, I immediately gravitated to this, but Battle Priest also is, like, again, hands off
He's
life.
not a warrior.
No, he's a cleric.
That is a cleric. But you
That's
just
awkward.
ignore his sword. That's a cleric.
Sure, that's like a little bit more of a direction too, and we've been passing off a couple of these, like in the sense that like they work with feet, and that's a nice trick.
Yeah.
There's the better revelation. I just realized.
Another Hate Blade.
Another Hate Blade, probably better than the Crocodile Chop. And
Yeah.
Scout the Borders.
Yeah.
Adventurous Impulse. You are
I
not.
mean, Scout the Borders is at least like card neutral.
Mhm.
Yeah. So we got
Yeah,
this one
nowadays-
here, the Horde Ambusher.
Mhm.
What do you do?
It's like a sack outlet.
It's not unreasonable.
I've noticed a very serious problem.
Yeah, I know. 6.
No. Mine. I've noticed a new problem.
Oh.
Mhm.
This draft pod is a believer of drafting fixing.
Oh. Yeah. Wait, Naturalize is in the set. I forgot that. Wow.
It's got
That's-
good art too. Just a rotting skull.
No, that art belongs in like
yes.
what's it?
Rhinoc Bondkin, yeah.
Holy shit.
Like, so...
It's kind of Innistrad art, I think is what you were trying to say.
No, not Innistrad. Where's the dinosaur set?
Ixalan?
Like
Oh,
vampires.
Ixalan.
Ixalan.
The Naturalize of
Ixalan,
Ixalan
actually.
is just a dinosaur stepping on a boat.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it is a like a dino skull hanging out there.
Is it time for Alpine
Do you wanna-
Grizzly to join the
Wanna
fight?
play a 4-2?
Yeah, like I don't care about anything in this pack, I suppose. So let's take Bear and then immediately set it over here.
It's fine.
Okay.
Maybe with the number of Outlast guys we have.
Yeah, because we have Battle Priest, Einok Bondkin, Disowned
God.
Ancestor now.
It's so much mana to like put counters on, take counters off things.
Put counters on, take counters off. Fiddle,
There's not a
fiddle,
better
fiddle,
pick than this.
Fiddle,
There
fiddle,
isn't.
fiddle,
But man, oh man.
fiddle, fiddle, fiddle.
Hardened Scales.
Yo, how do you like this,
I-
Kumar?
Well,
What?
Nope.
Like he
Yeah,
has
I
a
think-
pump ability that you can like realistically bluff.
we are.
Wait,
I
wait.
think,
Do we want hardened scales? Are we green?
Ooh.
I-
You know what?
Actually,
I don't think we're green. But I think if we're
If we
playing
were-
Retribution of the Ancients, we might as well play Hardened Scales.
That gets dumb,
Yeah.
right? Like, that's how this works.
You want to pick Tygam Scheming?
no.
Want to pick Granny?
I'm sure we'll pick.
Want to pick
Grandma.
one,
Maybe it's still doing it here.
or maybe like the card that we could possibly play.
I don't think we've ever played that card, but I do love the art on it because it's just legs with a pot tied to it.
Alright.
It's a lens of clarity for the.
This card that does like Okay, this art is very descriptive of what the card does. You can see a person holding the Lens of Clarity to see that the like bursting, like spinning energy ball in front of them is a tiger who is going to murder them because they have done nothing to stop that.
Whoa!
You!
Okay.
Okay, on the face, this is mostly just a bad Tomb Stalker. But
Correct. Are you really willing to pick Disowned Ancestor #2 over this guy? Or, like, debilitating
Debilitating
injury?
injury.
Yeah, it would be injury, or even like if I want to make green
try
more
green.
real, Tuskguard Captain is a another reasonable pick for it. But
Okay.
Okay, I mean, you can say that, no, he's too big for our deck. And I would be like, all right.
yeah,
Yeah,
He's too
that's
big. We don't want him.
That's currently what I'm wrestling with, because I think he
Okay.
is too big for our deck.
Okay. Like, our big guys cost 1, and we just power them up over the entire game.
yeah.
Yeah, Willie Lux, if we are green, yeah, there's also Willie Lux.
Yeah, my other problem is that we already have a giant Delve card, and there's no way we're ever
True.
casting both.
Yep.
Okay, so I think we're not Necropolis Fiend.
Okay.
Like, especially if we cast Necropolis Fiend, we're never activating it, so it's just a 4/5 flyer.
Want another injury then?
I think it is between Injury and Ancestor.
Yeah. I think
Like,
because we have the Hate Blades, I'm
Ancestor
okay
is
on more
so
removal.
hard to replace.
I know.
He's really good.
You can tell that this is a Phantom draft because I got past that.
A foil Bloodstained Mire, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Hey, it's everybody's least favorite card.
I love this turtle.
Want to pick Mardu's Saddleback Saddlebrute?
Oh god,
It's like
yeah.
Spelling Saddlebrute, the giant idiot.
This is a Yeti.
This is back when Hearthstone was new and we were still infatuated with the Yetis. Oh god, can we splash for Treasure Cruise off of our Frontier Bivouac?
I don't think we're playing Frontier Bivouac in this deck.
Would
Agreed.
Treasure Cruise be a reason enough too? It's not.
No.
Well, especially over this.
It's Ancestral Recall. We'll pick Bellwing Saddlebrute. I'm joking.
Yeah, this pack does own. Like,
Yeah.
Foil
Yeah.
Bloodstained Mire, Meandering Tower Shell. Oh, yes.
Sultai Flare, Ifrit Weapon Master. Look, I'm surprised both of you like Meandering Tower Shell, because back in the day you both hated it.
What are you talking about? Both of us like it. I don't.
Oh, sorry. I like the
I think
concept.
it's a joke.
I think, yeah, that's it. I like the concept of the card. It's hilarious.
Because we had it in a deck with Timur Ascendancy and then never drew both.
Might be time for that.
Yeah.
The Chess Guy student here too.
Yeah, that Just Guy student is another.
We have 2 feeder resistance. We kind of need creatures.
How badly do we
Death Frenzy.
need fixing, actually? Like,
We
Yeah.
really need fixing, but
what?
Well, no, like I mean, like
Like, if it's a land that taps for black-white, maybe, but, like...
because right now we're just kind of flat 2-color.
We might be flat 2-color.
yeah,
Look at us.
yeah. That's the other part of this is we could just like not be
Right?
in the
So
green.
what was
Oh.
the thing that I wanted over incremental growth?
Something
Way
better
back
than
when.
incremental growth.
Well, yes,
you,
but
you,
it was
you were
like-
right.
No, I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to ask that. I'm trying to ask like what literally was the, because I can't remember what card we were passing up for incremental growth.
We were looking at. I was
I think
looking at
it's
the
the
Mardu.
Hate Blade or something.
No, it
Not
was
Hate
the,
Blade, Skull Hunter.
I think it was the 5-drop, the Mardu 5-drop that like makes a thing can't block.
Really? I don't think we
Rough
were ever
Rider.
considering that.
Oh, I remember that being in the
Not
same
there.
pack.
Okay, it might have been in the same thing. Okay. Well, like someone review the tapes and
Yeah.
like tell
But
us.
by
I
the-
think
by the
Samson
way-
Citadel is-
Yeah, I would pick this based on just us playing black and white.
And this might let us, like, realistically, we might sideboard in Death Frenzy.
yeah, wheel the Jungle Hollow somehow. I'll get right.
Oh.
on it.
Okay, we're in green.
What?
I've decided.
Well, I got to read this one here quick. This is Armament Core, which is a 4/4/5 that comes with 2 counters.
Mhm.
This card is
So
very unreasonable.
That's cool. I think we can read that for a second and then pick Enoch Bond.
Yeah, the fact that Enoch Bondkin is here too is the other big thing for us.
That's hurting my bones.
What?
Makes my bones, because I have to pick between these 2 cards I like a
Okay.
lot.
I don't super like Armament Core. I don't know.
That card's a huge blowout.
I think the big thing about Armament Core is
we don't
that
have any like flying or anything really.
Yeah, I guess our only evasive creature is this one here, is this dumb Sage Eye Harrier.
But we do have, we at least already have one Bondkin. We have like the cleric, right? Battle Priest.
I think
So
Inox,
yeah, I don't know.
I think Inox the smarter pick. I
Oh,
personally. Okay. Now we have flying in the deck now.
Okay, cool. How did we get this guy?
Sad.
This guy is so good.
Very sad about passing up Disowned Ancestor again, but like...
Wow.
Later, Dad. Gary's got a bird. He's cooler than you.
Yep.
And
the nothing. Gotcha.
Want to dilute our deck with a Defiant Strike?
Nope.
Yeah, it's like that or Unyielding Krumar, which...
Speculative Tranquil Cove, thinking that the next 3 picks might have a bomb in it. That's not real.
That gains you a life.
I'm gonna grab this based on our creature count. Yo.
No! Why must Goblin Slide be so late?
No one else believes. No one's seen your draft of that, so they don't know. And now we can pollute our deck with Defiant Strike.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, dilute, not pollute. Dilute.
I am happy on that table.
All right.
That makes me actually reasonable to include some of the...
I don't think it lets us include incremental growth. It might let us include Death Frenzy.
I'm playing Hardened Scales.
Sure.
Because Hardened Scales is
Little
whenever...
Outlast.
Yeah, we have what, like 6 Outlast creatures?
And like defeater resistance. No, I've played lots of incremental growth, although frankly we've played more incremental blight, I believe, because we played more shadow more than more.
Let me tell you about incremental blight in particular in Two-Headed Giant. Because against one opponent, they might not have 3 creatures. Against 2,
they certainly have 3 creatures.
Oh, that was so savage.
Or you have a hatchling that you just put a counter on and you don't mind.
Yeah, outlasting for 2 counters at the same cost is really scary.
Yeah. And also, like...
Yeah. Especially because those creatures become flying first strikers.
Flying first strike lifelink.
Yeah. I think that's all the abilities we have on them is Flying First Strike, I think.
Yeah, we missed Death Touch.
Yeah, we missed the
that was what we missed.
That was it.
The Merrick Nightblade, yeah. Which is okay, because he's like not the best of that cycle.
He's not. No, not
medium.
even close.
Yeah, well, his power would be like with Einok Bondkin, you have First Strike Death Touch, and then that's sort of your...
And like all of these cards, his power is Disowned Ancestor, because a 1/5 Death Touch is pretty good.
All right.
Oof. So I think we've succeeded at making mostly a 2-color deck.
Feeder Resistance.
Really good, super good 2-drops.
Debilitating Injuries, a number of Jeskai students. Let's say 2 of everything at the moment. Let's fill the arc as we can.
Martyr Skull Hunter is destined to die.
Yep.
Yes, he has no partner.
Going up top here. The dead drop is our...
Crocodile Chop.
Yeah.
Our coup de grace.
Yeah, Belling Saddle. It also works well with Death Frenzy in the sense that, like, again, as you mentioned, sweep the little things away, and then all of a sudden,
again,
dead drop.
Look at the art on Death Frenzy. This set has some gross art in it. I love it. You see that horse being torn apart. There's gore on it. I love it.
Okay. No, it is the planet of war.
Disowned Ancestor. I'm putting in the Hardened Scales. Absent Banner has to make it in. And then on that, I want to include the incremental growth.
I think that means we're playing Forest.
And then we have like 3 slots. We probably need some creatures in those slots.
Yet another Jeskai student.
Yeah, and honestly, maybe even like Sage Eye Harrier, because I have nothing else to stop flying at all.
Eye Harrier.
Like other than Falconer, of course.
Right.
Here's a question.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to relegate Retribution of the Ancients to a sideboard plan?
I don't like the card, and I think it's unplayable. So,
I think there are worlds where it works for us.
Well, we have some weird cards in our deck, anyways. So I like playing unplayable cards. But
well,
okay, so we got Abzan Banner and Sandstep Citadel as green sources. I think playing Incremental Growth means we're playing at least Forest.
Well,
I mean,
on top
okay,
of that.
think about it this way. To get Retribution of the Ancients to kill a Morph,
Hmm.
we have to play Disowned Ancestor, 1 black mana, outlast him 2 different times, or to 5. Play Retribution of the Ancients 6. And what's the activation on it?
1.
It's a black.
7. And then we reset our guy to an 0-4
Mhm.
and like start again.
But so it's a lot of mana, yeah. In these
Yes.
in this
A lot
format
of mana,
that's
2
designed,
taps.
yeah, this format that's designed to go long, with a creature mechanic.
I mean, if you want
designed
to try it out, sure. I mean, if you have Hardened Scales out first, and then like 3 different guys with Outlast, then you can, instead of murdering your opponent with your huge men, kill 1 creature for 1,000,000 mana.
I'm gonna leave it off the side because I feel like we already have enough interaction, and I don't. I want to try it out. I might. We might try it out at later
Yeah,
times.
no,
here, but
I think it's a cool like experiment just to see how bad it is. But yeah,
You mean see how good it is? Glass half full. What does our lands look like?
we need 1 cut here, is what I've been sort of mulling over.
Oh, we're at 24. Maybe one of the Sage Eye Harriers.
Yeah, that was one of the last ones I put in as well. As
Right.
sort of a
so because we're committed to green, I know I can't float Hardened Scales, Incremental Growth, Death Frenzy.
yeah. Those
We
3
do have
are.
the Sandscapes. We have the Citadel on the banner that says, okay, well,
Yeah.
yeah, don't let-
I guess the thing that's going to be I think the biggest thing for incremental growth is the fact that like when we go in with it, most of those creatures are either going to be evasive or like first striking.
First striking, or yeah, they'll either. Okay, how about what is Kara Bloodsucker doing for us?
I like it as a way to reach our opponent. This is reach
Yeah.
damage. Also,
Yeah, like-
hardened scales makes it a little better.
yeah, we're kind of stally, so
Yeah.
we don't have any token generation, unfortunately.
No, that's the thing that would make it best, but it does mean that late in the game I can just be like, look, I sacked these 2 creatures that had +1/+1 counters on them from outlasting, and you just drain for 4 and I win. You know, we just.
Okay, yeah. So, there's also like the 3rd Jeskai student.
That's another. That's actually a reasonable question. Is if we need all 3, if over. I guess again, Sage Eye Harrier, as you mentioned, is probably the other one on the chopping block.
Yeah, like students make Skull Hunter a little more consistent. Shrug.
Yeah, we
They
never
play really well with Feet of Resistance, but we already have
Yeah.
2 of them.
Yeah, we never quite were able to squeeze in a second Disowned Ancestor pick. We thought about it every time, and then
I'm gonna keep the pairs. Let's make sure that the arc is
we want to make some eggs.
balanced. Everything in 2s,
Mm-hmm.
and 2s, and 2s.
We have all our sequel titles.
Einak Bonkin 2.
Now,
Quantum
okay,
of Solace.
to address one other question, Shijin says, "Don't act like putting counters on your creatures is a cost. It literally is a cost. I have to pay the mana and tap them as a sorcery, so they can't block that turn, and I can't advance my board state by playing Jeskai Student or Mardu Skull Hunter. Like it literally is a cost.
Oh, I don't want to look at the suggestion.
And I get that outlasting can be the right thing to do, but then your creatures are bigger, and that's what you want. Making your creatures smaller again is not what you want. It's
I like it as a way of if our deck was light on interactive pieces, which it's not, like we have debilitating injuries and such, it would be a way for us to reach out and touch flyers, things like that, evasive creatures.
And yeah, we might end up wanting it. It might be like literally the only thing that we have. It's not efficient. It's not powerful.
It is okay. I agree. I agree. It's not efficient, but
No, I think the only reason it would work in this deck at all is because of hardened scales giving 2 counters. Right,
Yeah.
like that's
mostly right. Yeah.
that's the-
once you have like extras or something, then yeah.
right. That changes the math considerably on how, like, because that math you said, obviously, we're putting another card in it, but it drops the amount of effort taken to get to that point, and it also hardened scales has more things that. How much? What do I want to include in here?
Gonna stall them out.
It's not 3 forests.
It might be 3
It
forests.
might be 3
We
forests.
want to be
I'm
able,
looking
if
at
we're
it,
including incremental growth, we want to be able to cast it. And it, like all of our black and white stuff is like single.
Okay, maybe 3 and like 7, 6, 3.
Yeah, we could go higher on. We can't go any lower on planes, obviously.
Yeah, it's just going to strand some disown ancestors, but if we can maybe like this incremental growth is just very huge.
The big thing is that like we absolutely need planes to be the most, because that's like all of our early plays: the Mardu Hate Blades, the Enoch Bondkins, the Jeskai Students, the Abzan Falconer, and Battle Priest. That's all white.
Everyone except disowned ancestor. Really.
Effectively, everybody except for
Hunter.
Yeah, and then like a lot of our removals on black.
I don't feel a strong need to go to 41.
Yeah, it takes a very, very, very hard argument to get me to 41.
I disagree. I don't think a hard argument will get you to go to 41.
Oh yeah, okay, true. You know what?
I think the only way you would ever go above 40 cards is if doing so would be cheating. That's the only time it's ever happened that I can remember.
You know, okay. I'm going to agree. Like,
okay, that was above 60 though. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. Everyone forgive me.
Point still stands in that, like, getting me to go above minimum deck size is.
I mean, I have a hard time counting to 7. So if you're asking me to count to 40 and 60, then like
that's tough.
Right out.
That's like that's pretty heavy. You're almost like 8, 9 times.
See, I can't count to 7.
So you just said a couple of numbers that I'm not familiar with.
Since it's very easy. It's very easy to convince me to do it because I can't count that high. So they're the same to me.
Yeah, 40, 41.
It's like Watership Down.
All right, are we all set then?
Everything above 4 is 1,000.
How is that anything like Watership Down?
Because the way the rabbits count.
Oh, that's the rabbit thing?
Yeah, literally something in that book.
All right. 1, 2, and a lot.
Yeah.
Great.
They're dumb. They're dumb animals that do violent things. And one of them's psychic. It's a fucked up book.
All right. Let's see if we're going to run into the same opponents. We'll run into, like, turn 1 Altar of the Brood.
We're going to get Bilsted in this? No. I don't...
We get Bilsted by Altar of the Brood again. SAB.
That avatar looks different.
Yeah, that is Squee, Goblin Immortal.
Well,
treasure, hold on.
And the treasure means that I think they got that from a treasure chest, which means they've won some constructed leagues. Or did well in some leagues.
Sadly, as we mentioned, white is one of the more important colors here.
Like, we have to draw land to be able to do literally anything. Yeah. And anything that we get is Caribou Bloodsucker or Sage Eye Harrier. And that's scary.
Weirdly enough, if it was 3 swamps, I'd be okay, just because drawing a land to play the Soul Guy would just be enough to win the game on its own. Not the Soul Guy, the Settle Brute, yeah.
I would have been a lot more to keep that if we actually were on the draw, not on the play. So
right.
It's Jeskai Student enough.
At least get Student.
That's not a high enough impact card. Jeskai Student is something.
It's a 2-mana 1/3.
It's fine. We're gonna draw the Skull Hunter, attack with our Jeskai Student, play the Skull Hunter, get a card out of him,
and then that evens it out. Ooh.
Whoa.
That means we can turn Hardened Scales into 1 damage.
Yeah.
Hey.
We get to confuse our opponent. They will have no idea what we're doing.
Oh, that's why the black enchantment would be better than you think it is, because it would deal 1 damage to our opponent.
Oh my god.
Oh boy, look at this. We get to do 2 damage.
Wow.
Prowess.
We can't crack that either, because we have to have double green.
I mean, we can crack that in the sense that we need to find cards that have...
Yeah, like, eventually you can crack it, whatever. Are you saying we can't, like, just sacrifice it right now?
Yeah, because that'd make
I
basically.
still think we could. Like, if we do. Wow.
Bind rot. Well, goodbye, dead drop.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got one card with that.
Good work.
And they got rid of throttle and. Okay.
Yeah, the ordering in that is wrong. On resolution of the spell, the secrets went into play. Then throttle and Jeskai Elder went into the graveyard. Okay. We can't cast incremental growth anyways, so we might as well pop it.
Yeah.
Although imagine if we did.
Ooh.
With the hardened scales in play.
So I popped that at sorcery speed there to try and draw into a land. I realized our opponent could Rakshasa secret us a second time and make us heavily pay for it.
I would play one Rakshasa secret. In no circumstance would I play two. So we get this go skull hunting.
I could be convinced to play 2 Rakshasa Secret if I had a bunch of delve creatures.
Agreed. I would have to have a pretty heavy delve zone.
I would go out of my way to play one and then play one Bitter Revelations.
So we just crack in and skull hunt them, right?
Yeah, definitely. I have no idea what you mean by punish, seeing that if I hadn't cracked the banner, I would not currently be holding the Saddle Brood.
We'd be holding Mardu Skull Hunter.
Because that is how
That's how drawing
ordering works. I'm glad we get a card out of our opponent. We kind of... Okay, Lance. That's fine.
And we can attack all and use Death Frenzy.
Hey.
Grandma number 2.
And a Morph. Okay.
Morph.
I really want this Tuskard to catch that in combat.
Okay, so...
But we can't Death Frenzy. It's 5, so...
Oh, right. I thought that was... Okay, so I guess we... just play Saddlebrute and take 4.
Yeah, I don't think we...
Because they have a free block on basically any of our guys, if we crack in with Student, they can double block and we get nothing. If we attack with the 2-1, they block with the 2-3 and we get nothing. So yeah, I think we like paying 4 life rather than sacrificing a creature.
Yeah.
We've already shown our opponent that we're exciting. Also, we drew 2
We have
forests.
hardened scales for some reason.
Yeah,
Try to guess why. How the hell did we draw 2 forests?
That's the best.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So if we get a land and incremental growth, we put 4 counters on one thing, 3 on another, and 2 on the land.
and Jeskai Student gets +1/+1.
We have 3 forests in the entire deck. This is so messed up.
Hey,
Ow.
Delvin. All right.
Yeah.
That shuts off attacks pretty hard. I might, if I draw a 5th land, I might Death Frenzy anyway to get rid of this damn Morph.
Like that and Grandma.
Yeah, that and Grandma, and like we lose Skull Hunter.
It's 2 for 2, but Skull Hunter got a card.
Ooh, with Hardened Scales in play?
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, it's not like we have a better use for our mana right now.
Yeah.
I do not know why the lifelink guy is a 3-2 and not a 2-3.
Probably because they had too many 2-3s already.
Yeah, they must have wanted it to be like, all right, look, we need some creatures that Morphs can tangle with, right? Like, pretty happy that this goes up to like a 5/4 lifelink, which becomes like the board winning creature, right? Like,
this is match 1, game 1.
yeah, we just started draft 2.
So, what we don't want them to have is Grievous Injury. That's frustrating, but
yeah, especially with how like restricted we are right now.
Notably, it does not turn the card's ability off. So if we did incremental growth here, we would retain all of our...
No, yeah, we would get the lifelink out of the deal. So.
Or it can just become eaten by the Bloodsucker.
Well, no, we don't eat it. We eat like Skull Hunter because it gets 2/1 counters and then lifelink.
We might eat it if we Death Frenzy, though, just because it's going to die to the Death Frenzy anyways.
Yeah.
True.
But it's an instant speed ability, so we can decide.
I want to get some lifelink going on this board. That's a big missing piece. I'm really glad that the Tuskard Captain is being held off, like, buy the Bellwing Saddle Brute.
We don't have
Yeah,
any
it's
hard
almost like
removal.
the 4 life was an investment in attacks that we would have had to let through.
Oh god, okay, they're exciting too.
Oh! It's
We got
here.
secret plans, you guys.
It's here. Secret
What are you
Don't-
doing in
watch
response to your own thing?
They thought it had resolved, I'm guessing. Yeah, they had.
Okay.
All right. Yep, this keeps coming in, and
Sure.
that's a bit of an annoyance.
At some point, we're gonna have to double block that.
Well, no, we like chump block it. Oh my god.
Yeah, so we're just gonna find
we,
our,
like,
another mana
Chump and
source.
sack at some point.
Yeah, like we chump whatever
Ridiculous.
comes in, and then
Yeah, agreed. We like chump the Shambling Attendants with Skull Hunters, sack it,
Brilliant.
get a 4/4 lifelinker. That sounds like a good play. I want that Shambling Attendant to come in so that I can just slam a 5th land, go for the growth, attack for like 20 lifelink, and immediately turn this game on a dime.
be aware that the Morph is a 2/3.
Oh yeah, it is. Oh my god. Secret plans.
I'm gonna
So that's how much is it to turn up the 6/7?
6,
Okay.
so they could do it. I'm gonna block that to like force.
Yeah,
Or no, it won't
we're
force
paying-
it, but
We're paying 6 light. Yeah, they can't turn up anything with trample, I think. But
Yeah, they
we're,
would need
we're paying
red.
1 light to hedge against that morph being like gigantic.
they could turn up Sagu Mauler,
Okay.
the
In which
hexproof
case we-
rare that would, but that's not what it is because it's not face up right now. So clearly,
Plus if they morphed up Sagu Mauler, we would lose regardless of what we did. Or even like nothing we could do could beat that card.
okay, another morph.
Ooh.
Come on,
Secret.
Actually, no. The one thing that we could beat Sagu Mauler with is the first card
All
on
right.
top of our graveyard.
okay. So, actually, I think Death Frenzy's no. We lose our lifelink if I Death Frenzy. Shit.
And plus, Death Frenzy kills one of their creatures.
Right, because their morphs have toughness now because of secret plans. All right, so here's the question. Incremental
do we
growth.
attack?
I think we attack almost all out.
Okay, assuming their
I mean,
morph
we're
guy is
getting
a
the life
6,
back.
Yeah.
Okay, assuming their morph guy is a 6/7, they have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 16, 17, 18 coming back at us.
But we're
That's the
gaining.
worst case scenario.
But we're gaining. We have 9 and we're gaining 18. So.
Okay.
But the question is
Right.
like, where do I want to split this? Like, do I want to like make these all sort of the same size? Do I want to go something one really big?
I think if we can make one bigger and the other two mediumer, just so that
Make
I
all your
think-
dudes really
But
big.
yeah, I think we are going to do that.
Agreed.
We are going to make all our dudes real big.
put the one on the bloodsucker, the 2 on the then make one
Yeah.
really big guy so that we can continue attacking after this.
Now our opponent is going to know that we're a lunatic.
They're gonna know that we're gorgeous.
We have no style.
Good God.
Nonsense.
I don't know. This looks extremely stylish to me, Kaz.
The hardened scale. I love that. Like the singing bell strike is a piece that makes this super silly. Sure,
Draw a card.
Yep, they draw a card off Mystic. But here's the thing: I'm coming in for lethal as well. They need to block.
Yeah, just Grandma eats the pain train.
And then we go to 26, and our opponent goes to 6.
Okay, wait. Hold on a second. Read Karu Bloodsucker. I think we can just kill our opponent with 3 activations.
Whenever a creature you control with 4 greater toughness dies, your opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life.
Which we control 2. Does it count itself?
It
Or
can't-
does it
Well,
sacrifice another?
we don't
creature?
have we don't have enough mana to do like
Yeah.
all
No,
those
it would be like-
activations.
It would be like end of turn, eat Just Guy Student. End of turn, eat Saddlebird. Right? Like that kind of thing.
It can't sack itself. Is I think it does count itself, but it can't sack itself.
Okay, so we can just attack with it, and they block with their Death Toucher. or they get
Uh.
take 6 and die. I mean, not this turn. Turns down the line. That might make it.
Now they have multiple Death Touchers.
Yeah. I kind of still want to go in with Saddle Brood.
Yeah, they block it with like one of their Death Touchers. We still drain 2.
I guess because our hugest creature died.
Yeah. Also, yeah. As Manic mentions,
we found the third forest.
There's 1 green source left in the deck.
Great.
I'm gonna go in with Bellowing Saddle Brute. One of the things that's actually cool here is we drew our 6th land, so we can untap Abzan Battle Priest. Then we can activate it to make it a 4 toughness creature to sack the Kara Bloodsucker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. See, I think Kara Bloodsucker.
No, we're not going to kill our priest. If we kill our priest, we lose.
Yeah.
We need the gigantic life cushion. Their creatures are also big and scary.
Yeah, Kara Bloodsucker's putting them in a position where they can't really chump our creatures.
I can't believe that Karu Bloodsucker is the centerpiece of our entire strategy.
What the hell?
That's nonsense.
Oh, this is really good.
It's like, oh, Hem and Haw, I don't know, the guy's okay.
We fate.
Yeah, do they have a removal spell for Kara Bloodsucker? That'd be...
Stare at lamp. Bird, stare at lamp.
This lamp is very, very blue.
Because if they turned Kara Bloodsucker into a snake, that would make me sad.
Okay, they're back on blue. They're tapped off blue again. Destroy target monocolored creature. Hold on.
Okay, they still drain 2, but now, yeah, eat Jeskai student.
Yeah, eat Jeskai student.
And now we win.
Right? Whenever a creature you control.
Okay.
Your removal was not exile removal. You lose. Black didn't get exile removal back in the day.
Hey! Go to 0.
Willie locks it on. They did have it.
It was big. So
it was biggest man.
We won that game.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
This deck does not fucking suck. Our deck was firing on all cylinders. We crushed our opponent 26-0.
No, this deck was not firing on all cylinders. It was firing on the last cylinders we ever expected to be part of our deck.
Triple
firing
forest.
on like detonation happening later on in the catalytic converter, shooting fire out of the back.
Yeah. No, our carburetor turned into a rotary engine.
Yeah.
It's great. More efficient.
We had no engine power, but we had all like supercharger power.
I mean, when you play incremental growth and you put 9 +1/+1 counters on your team, and then all of them gain a lifelink, hell yes.
Oh, hey, suddenly
all of a sudden we're a completely different deck.
Okay. This deck though. Can we play this deck?
Yeah, I don't think we're playing Dad first. I think we're playing Hateblade first, because our opponent's going to play a tap land.
No. So I'm going to make the argument for Disowned Ancestor.
Yeah.
Okay.
In that we play Disowned Ancestor on 1. All right? We attack with Disowned Ancestor for 0,
yep.
play Skull Hunter. On 3, we get to play Hateblade and Outlast.
Okay.
That's a line.
I'll be back in a moment.
So, really all we're missing out on with the Hateblade first attack is like 1 damage.
Yeah, we're passing up on 1 damage to get this going a little faster.
Yeah, I guess. That's fine. That's fine. This hand is great. Never mulligan.
Yeah.
Hopefully they don't play like a Death Toucher or something.
Hate.
Hate. Heck, Skull Hunter might be the weakest part of this hand. Bizarrely.
It's going to be nice just, again, like, cut some options off of our opponent is always...
Well, we're getting them to discard a land.
Sure,
we're doing this so early.
Right, but our opponent has shown a propensity to want land, having that
they
drop,
have
so...
big old boys.
Yep, and as you say.
Yeah, so I'm back. That makes it harder to, flip up their guy.
I would attack a 2/1 into a Morph any day.
Yeah, at this weight class, yeah.
Hello.
Now we just have to draw 2 forests and we're fine. I mean, it'll happen.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. So, okay, we got a good card and a How is this a good Mind Rot? How's a Mind Rot that cost our opponent 3 mana?
Alright, I'm going to Outlast and play 1 Hateblade.
I like it.
One thing I always hated about Cons of Tarkir is how stupid all the weapons look. Hateblade is using an axe that's made out of a shovel. That axe would weigh like 30 pounds. It would be impossible to use,
it'd be
especially
way
for a
too heavy.
1-1.
No 1/1 could possibly win.
See, okay, Dad's sword is actually a little more reasonable, although that would still weigh at least 15 pounds.
That is a ghost made out of sand. I'm not
So?
willing to like say he's in the right or wrong here. You know,
He's
like,
got ghost ligaments.
I'm not sure he does. Look at him; they're see-through.
We know ghosts eat food.
No,
So-
how do we know that?
Because it's the only way to explain how people forgot about Jesus in a different video game.
He's the deep jokes. Oh,
I'm making a joke for your viewers.
I
Just
know.
cast
All
as a
right,
joke.
I don't get it. So It's like we're watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I might eventually crocodile chop. Okay, everybody gets to attack. They're going to keep leveling Dad up. That's probably fair. I think 3-7 is when you stop leveling up Dad. Leave a
Like we get to kind of beat them here, right? With the
yeah. Well, the thing is, I actually don't want this to connect. I don't want to
Yeah.
because this is looting and our opponent is like off land, right?
Okay, so we keep one biddy back just to block.
This is a weird looking attack.
I know.
It's like, no, we just wanted to enable raid. Don't worry about it.
And then we don't use it. Like, and then I just do this.
Raid,
Like,
and then we don't use our raid, and they'll be like, wait, they were supposed to play a 4/5 for free here. Like, what's going on?
They should, in their brains, they should know that this is a format where you start at 26 life, so you might as well get in when the getting's good.
yeah, I do not want to let this in because of the.
This is also a bad trade for our opponent. Oh, what if it's a LARP axe? That's why he's just a 1-1.
LARP axe.
Perfect.
Oh my god, green source #1 detected.
Yeah, we've sadly criminal growth still not castable even if we do destroy the other green source due to lacking in targets. Although I think we could not mind giving them one counter just because we have the dead drop.
Yeah, just to be able to cast our spell. There's a target.
Hey, Dad has lifelink. I think Dad can attack now.
Yeah, agreed.
Well, he attacked last week, so.
Continue to attack.
Maybe LARP boy could stay back though.
Because he's a third creature, I think so, but it's a near thing.
This is so like 3/7 is unkillable. Like
Like
3/7 lives to the big Loxodon.
Okay.
hey, we can't beat them.
Carries Spell Snatcher.
That's a beater
That's
of
a
a card.
terrible card.
I love Carrie's smell snatcher.
The smells.
I love the smell snatcher.
Well,
Because it does mana drain.
Yeah, for like 1,000,000 billion mana.
Infinity mana, and they could. Okay,
Jeez.
they could.
Oh my god, that was nasty.
I think snatching the smell of a dead drop for 6 mana.
That would be incredible if our opponent, wasn't dead to I don't know.
How did we pull that off? Because we were a different deck.
Yeah.
In this game than in the last game. That was messed up.
I love it. That was we our opponent was like, oh shit, they're like this weird, like all sorts of green based counters. I need to make these changes to my deck, and then all of a sudden, we were all of a sudden warrior aggro.
Yeah, like we made them discard a card with the Skull Hunter. Then they made a bad trade with the Skull Hunter. And then we made a 3/7 lifelink they couldn't beat.
Yep.
Why did they trade Caesar with
our 2/1? I have no idea.
2/1?
I mean, they probably had nothing. Like, right?
Yeah,
like,
I think that was it.
They knew their other morph didn't have toughness either, so they weren't going to like get anything better. I don't know. That's.
I'm in.
This looks okay.
This is
This is what we call a curve in the business.
we can actually play our entire hand.
Yeah.
So
we go 1, 2, 3.
That's even crazier. And like, if I have to use the Hateblade activation, I could go 1, 2, 2. Like,
right, I mean, so we can pretty freely play and attack with the Hateblade as after playing our swamp.
yeah.
And they won't make us like do anything. Yeah, right.
The
They
only
Can't block it.
okay, the only bad thing about this hand is it kind of folds to heavy action. Or like if our opponent doesn't do anything for a few turns and then plays like Sagu Mauler or something. Oh no, we have the hate blade, so we can actually that specific card we can actually deal with. But if they do, you know what I mean though. Like we're playing kind of mediocre commons on a curve versus a big exciting
It would be
card.
a lot better if we had one Outlast guy, right? I think Abzan
Yeah.
Falconer would be like the best thing in the entire world.
Okay, our opponent is on bad cards as well, so I think we're okay. However, so are we.
Lord.
Oh.
Want to play Hardened Scales and attack?
I actually
The
want
student?
to attack with the student, deal 1 damage, let them come in with their 2/1. Actually, no. We play second student this
Mhm.
turn. Or we can play Hardened Scales, pump both students.
And then go in and get some
Yeah,
real damage in.
Like it's more
and,
more damage.
And we
later.
can morph this on that turn too.
Yeah. Right. So
Mono blue bad cards. Embodiment of Spring is solidly medium. Not gonna play the Hardened Scales. Want to be a secret?
No, I'm following Cass's line.
That's what I was just talking about. It's 2 damage next turn instead of 1 damage this turn.
I was too busy
Right.
thinking about how Wetland Sandbar is really bad.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I agree with your line, especially because we have Sage Eye Harrier as like a morph play on that turn.
Okay, next turn.
I think we're missing 1 damage because we could have attacked with the student before playing the second student.
Can we just draw the incremental growth and like win?
That would be a line, yeah.
Since we haven't drawn it yet, I think we do like morph down to Sage Eye Harrier instead
Right.
of playing a tap land.
There are no correct plays, so you know.
Especially because we want to put 3 counters on the Harrier, so like we want it to be in play.
Oh,
True.
Yeah.
Like Mardu Hateblade doesn't greatly benefit from extra power.
No, don't do it. We could prowess again. How do you know
Damn,
we won't?
I wish we could punish this, but
How did they know we couldn't?
I
What a mind reader.
I feel it's more they think that that was a necessity. Like that was they had to call the bluff because not calling it was like, oh well, I'm just gonna get super run over here.
For 2 damage? For the sake of 2 damage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, if summoning incremental growth to the top of our deck happens, that'll be great. Because like, see, I didn't think it would happen.
Yeah.
But if it did, that'd be amazing.
That would have been a better draw than planes, for sure.
Want to attack with the morph?
It flips up for 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If
Yeah,
they put Wetland
sure.
Sandbar for the trade, I'll eat your Sandbar.
Yeah.
Hey, there's
Eat
no one
it.
green trick in this format.
Well, they have 2 mana.
There's no 2 green trick in this format. They could have Force Away, in which case, congratulations.
So the cool thing here is one of the rules of morphs is that a morph cannot kill another morph for less than 5 mana.
The 2/1 is smaller than a morph.
2-1, big game.
One of the worst creatures in the set is not a morph.
Okay.
And we can start attacking with the hate blade again. Hooray.
Yeah. I feel like our opponent has to have some big game going on here. Oh,
Yeah.
well, that was not exactly what I meant, but
It's semi-threatening. It holds most of our creatures back.
yeah, it means we only are really going in with that. I want to probably hold back the hate blade because I don't want to.
Yeah.
But aren't there just like multiple objective better wetland sandbars in different colors? Yes, not in blue. There's like Highland Game is in.
Not a
Yay!
wet.
Yes.
That Sandbar is not wet, and thus better than the Wetland Sandbar, which is wet,
A
which keeps you from
card.
gaining the life.
See, we needed something like that because we're not actually like super far ahead on this board or anything.
Yeah.
We're actually
Not delivering heavy beats.
good.
They
We're
can,
actually
like, play a tap land every turn to turn off our beats.
yeah, 'cause it depending on what cards but 3 cards are in their hand, we could actually be fairly behind. But I think the Falconer puts us ahead.
Well, especially
Oh
because
man.
Okay.
They sack the Embodiment of Spring. They get black and white.
and just start going straight. Okay. All right,
No. Okay, fine.
If you make an elk tribal deck, you can get some rather good cards in your deck. Like Gang of Elk is an old classic big creature. You could have like a Great Sable Stag. It's a pretty cool. It's a pretty good card.
It's great. Sable Stag is all right.
God, Abs and Falconer, again, like, we continue to engineer these states, especially with hardened scales, where drawing into incremental growth is like, oh no!
No, the punch!
The bear is doing the thing.
Yep.
Plus, they have the ferocious, so it gets to retroactively become bigger.
Yep. That card works in crazy ways.
And they can't attack.
Yeah, there's no way they can really.
Okay.
Sure.
Trade you.
Do we just throw Hatblade under that?
I think.
Or do we just throw? I can throw double Jeskai student, but that.
I don't want to throw a double Jeskai student.
Yeah, agreed. There.
Because then we only have 2 creatures.
This could be them having a much more threatening creature, but we have other Hateblades you could draw. Remember Burnished Heart?
I don't want to draw another Hateblade. I want to draw another Outlast creature.
Oh no! They got us. Their card doesn't have trample. Why didn't they do that beforehand?
Because they wanted to hold that up in case we went with the double Jeskai student, because that would have blown us out.
Okay, yeah.
That's okay.
That's
annoying.
annoying.
That's not great for us, but we always needed to draw live. Well, okay, live.
Now we stab it. We stabbed the bear.
Heck, our Jeskai students get to.
Like, let me show you my kung fu.
Hello.
We stabbed you. It's the way of the Iron Fist.
Look at that.
Grievous injury. Palpable fear.
And then they play a Woolly Loxodon and just start going to town now. Okay, Glacial Stalker is like that.
Okay, it's like a little Woolly Loxodon.
Blockable.
I got a 1/5, actually. Man. I want to draw live.
Yeah.
Only 10 more lands in the deck.
Sigh. And I can't tell how many we've played because they burned away our graveyard.
Alright, it's like
jerks. Yeah, double graveyard.
Sweet, they aren't even trying. They didn't even go to shit.
Oh god.
No.
Oh shit.
I think we lose now.
I think we need to draw some heavy live plays here.
Yeah.
Can we draw incremental growth? Drop that.
Again, that with the scales, these are real.
That is an Outlast card.
Yeah, Dad, get some stuff going. Yeah, they drew 3 islands.
It's
okay.
3 lands.
See, they're
Sacking the banner.
Sack the banner.
Sack the banner because they drew island.
Oh lord.
See, they drew that.
One of the cards I want to draw here is like a feat.
Ooh, if you resist,
That'd be nice.
We do that, we can like attack.
Yeah, no way. I'm not blocking that.
Yeah, we sort of erased that, which means they have a bigger creature.
Right, they have a bigger creature,
yeah.
but I don't want to block that because they've shown they specifically chose not to attack with it last turn.
It's a semi-threatening creature.
The
Oh
burn
my God,
away.
they burned away
The
our
burn
card.
away.
Burn away's a good card. What happened was they
that's
burnt
messed
away
up.
our Mardu Hateblade, and then did a treasure cruise. So they're super ahead.
The burn away.
It would have been exactly enough.
Yeah, which would have been a knockout play there.
Yeah.
You have to do the double block and maybe even block the.
No, because that would get us murdered by.
That thing has prowess. That's right.
Yeah, this
I
thing has
forgot that.
prowess.
Yeah. Which does mean that they kind of win this combat if they cast anything.
So the thing is, I'm fine with them winning the combat because that's 2 cards in the yard that lets us.
Okay.
The hope is that they spend a little bit too much mana on there, can't advance the board, and then we get the Jed drop on both their big units.
Or they do kill it, but they can't have a trade that.
This is me trying to get them to spend. Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm okay with the
Yikes.
trade now.
Thank God that's on this.
Yeah,
Right?
not murdering us.
Wait, why
Wolf.
would they do that?
I don't know why they wouldn't
That's
just put that
so
on.
easy to hit us for 10.
10 is not 16 minus 10 is not 0. So like
It's 6. It makes all of our combats impossible for the rest
Uh-huh.
of.
Yeah.
I don't agree with their play. I know why they
Please,
did it.
please pass without playing a morph.
Holy shit.
Hi.
No!
Because.
Denied!
Whoa.
I don't think there's a reason to continue playing this game. Is our timer 18
What?
or 13 minutes?
What?
We have
We're winning
blocks
on
for
the
their
board.
creatures.
We're winning on the board.
What do you mean?
Like they can't attack.
Their
with
creatures are
force.
worse than our creatures.
Okay, no longer.
Yeah, well. Darn.
I even left the 1-up for the count unless they pay 1, but Stubborn Denial is fully on here. So
Yeah.
all right. So then I have to risk this in order to not lose.
Show us a second become immense.
And that's probably going to be like a Woolly Loxodon or something of that stuff. That's a draw
Okay.
I'm happy to see.
I don't think we can outlast Dad.
No, but we can put a counter on Dad.
It's true.
Okay, so I'm going to let the 6 in. Because I need to go for the kill on this. Okay.
Don't flip your morph.
Wow.
That's.
It must be like the wall then.
Okay.
Hello, hello, hello!
Okay, ways to gain life. They murdered our life gain guy, didn't they? Yeah, they said.
Yeah,
With a bear.
it's even, yeah.
It's in
What?
six
No, that was
file.
the
Oh no, that was Falconer. We still have life gain.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, we could possibly draw that.
Oh. I've detected
We
a
might be
problem.
losing right now.
Okay. Issues have arisen. Uh-huh.
Unblockable man. And they go to pump it, and we have to sacrifice a 1/5.
Yeah. So... And they've got a lot of wide plays here. Like, hey,
Oh.
all right.
Look how much blue mana they have.
They've been able to convert from their treasure cruise.
Yeah.
Is what happened.
Okay.
Okay, just casting that, Kara Bloodsucker dies, Morph dies, Caesar dies.
I think I have to sack Sage Eye Harrier, then play it.
I like that well enough. Preserves counters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gains its 2 life.
Yeah, drains
Things
2.
happen. We're going to be gaining life from the Death Frenzy also.
Attack with the.
Yeah, get in
What
for,
is it?
for 1.
Get him!
Okay, attacking with Kara doesn't offer a trade if post Death Frenzy, so sad.
Yeah, not on anything over there. Okay, so Karu Bloodsucker. Sacrifice Harrier. Triggers. Death Frenzy kills off this. Probably doesn't kill this morph. I bet this flips into a 0-5 wall. Oh no.
It flips into a Kintree.
Oh no, Ken! All
But
right.
here's the cool
that's
thing.
And we gain 2.
And then our creatures go back to normal.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So Kara has to block.
Scion Glaciers and trade.
Because they have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, they could turn it into a.
Unless they don't attack. They're thinking about, okay, they were doing the math on, like, our crackback, because their life total isn't, you know...
Not negligible, yeah. Especially because we could attack them and then eat Dad.
So this is going to trade.
Points. Yes, they want us to trade the Bloodsucker.
Yeah, they just pay 2 mana and get the trade. We get 2 life off of that. Yeah.
That no longer makes sense to me, but...
They're overcooking it just for fun.
Yeah.
They have 1 million mana and 1 card in hand.
So we okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, we're approaching parity. Planes does not help.
No, because we need things that break parity. It's like...
Yeah, I mean, now our incremental growth looks pretty poor.
God, and there's so many... We're all drawing nothing.
Okay.
Okay.
They have 12 cards left in a library.
We've only got eight lands left.
I can't believe we came back from a treasure cruise.
It's stunning that we're not dead here. We're doing a lot of strong things.
Stubborn denial for our 2 for 1.
Shit.
That's probably bad.
Okay, we have to block. I mean, we don't have to, but if we do,
Yeah.
if we don't, they're just going to murder us.
Become immense number 2.
Remember speed body checking us because they have another
Mardu Heart Piercer, and then we get hyper annihilated.
Wow, that would be a splash.
Nope, just Timber Charm. Okay.
Huh. Well,
only 7 more lands left.
6.
Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You're right. I was keeping track. Okay, so now we're going to draw another land or incremental growth and lose.
It's fine.
We need to draw a Hate Blade.
We already have done way better than I expected. Out of this
Alright.
game.
Make sure to tap all of your lands on their attack before you concede.
Ooh, show me something cool. Yo! Thank you for showing me something cool!
Wow, why would they do that?
to make sure we don't have, like, if we had a kill spell or something.
Or we played Island and then played the Puppet Snake.
Smite the monstrous,
Okay.
So we know a lot about our opponent.
So I have bad news. Whereas our deck has like some fun gimmicks and some powerful stuff in it, but it's kind of a little janky. Their deck's just really good.
Anything in the sideboard look like it could be useful?
Only stupid things.
Yeah, like active treason.
Yeah. we bring in that Frontier Bivouac over a forest and...
It's like, try to do that. That's so bad. I kind of like it, though.
I kind of think I'm just going to do a rollback.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Galaxy Brain for active treason and Burn Away, actually.
Burn Away would be something fierce against them. Okay, Falconer early.
Yeah, Falconer.
Feet.
Yeah. You can give Dad flying.
Yeah.
He looks at some feet and then learns how to fly.
Why are we still on these feet?
No, I was saying feet with an EA. It's you who has the dirty mind.
No, no, that's not how this works. You made the joke
That is
earlier.
how this
in
works.
itself be dirty. I don't...
Yeah.
Anyway.
I said that Jeskai student likes feet. It likes feet. Which who wouldn't?
Hate.
It's a good card.
Hate.
Oh yeah, Mario Hate Blade can't like anything.
The extra hate for extra weight on your shovel.
This is what Shovel Knight looks like when you take the hat off.
Let's see. I thought Shovel Knight had like 2 long, luxurious pigtails, and they get tucked up in the horns.
In the horn. Okay.
Hold on.
Okay. That was an aggressive
Undo.
force away.
Yeah, stop. Back off.
And Morph.
Well, I mean, my friend, I am
Yeah, we will offer the trade.
The hate train does not stop here.
Maybe,
Oh,
maybe
wow.
he does hate the blade. Yeah.
Don't hate the player, hate the blade.
But he really hates 1990.
Hey, we got rid of a reach creature. Sweet.
Nice with the Falconer. That's good.
What is with our opponents making insane trades tonight?
They must. Well, they used a force away for tempo, but aren't actually like tempo on the board. So clearly they have some sort of like they need to stall for time.
That was a stall play. Yeah. It's like they just have Sagu Mauler, I guess. We can beat that.
At this point, I no longer want to offer the trade.
I think we play Karu Bloodlord and outlast our bird.
And then fly over for $1 billion.
Yeah. And then we call. Or do you want to hold up feet? Because like they're gonna fly anyways.
Yeah, I mean, we could... It's fine.
Yeah, I thought about it, but the way they killed it last time was Savage Punch, and that would take a lot of additional effort out of them to, like, Savage Punch kill it here.
Like, I'm thinking this is Caesar.
Oh god, I really want to draw a 6th land right now. Thank you. Oh, hold on. 1, 2, 3...
Yeah, even them out.
We'll put them all to 4 so that that Bloodsucker functions. And now if they have that, like, the stubborn denial, we have the counter unless they pay 1.
Now, the scary thing here, if they had Force Away, this would be terrifying. But they spit 1. Okay. Spicy.
Oh,
Okay.
Lord.
Incremental growth is a card that will just get a concession.
Please, just off to the concession stand with you.
Get yourself a hot dog.
Okay. I am finally coming around on incremental growth.
So let's think about other elks. Remember Burnished Heart? That was a good elk.
I never thought that I would be asked to think about elks.
This is a good hand.
Yeah, thinking about elks. I too do not think about yeah.
Like, actually, no. Theros in particular had good elks because there was also Heliod's emissary.
That's an elk.
Wasn't there an elk that was like, in Mirrodin that could like blink things?
Glimmer Stag.
Yeah.
I don't
Is that
remember
an elk?
I don't remember the full name of it, but Glimmer Stag.
Glimmer Point Stag.
That's
Glimmer
it.
Point Stag. Yeah. You want to just body check and get a card out of him?
Oh, definitely. And we get our Hate Blade because that was a good draw.
We get to fill out our curve.
And they take it because, you know, they can't...
You can't block an attacking Jeskai student.
Not with a 2/2. And, of course, get the land out of them.
Good.
Accelerate their treasure cruise. Like,
Great. So now we go like runner, forest, incremental growth, and we're like blammo.
Or we just like play a Saddle Brood. Okay, I think what we're doing is we don't attack with Jeskai student, but our opponent's been shown to have a propensity to take bad trades, and they know we have a incremental growth in the deck, so we kind of want them to. But okay.
right. I think here they're playing a bit more defensively. Maybe they have a Caesar's Dad down and like flip up and just start attacking us to try to race.
I'm looking at more elk. There was Great Heart, which is a bad card with good art.
Yes!
Uh-oh. The plan.
I
At
think
the very least, pumps our guy.
I think this is attack with just Skull Hunter. So that we can play Bellow Saddle Brute.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
And like we're
Like it well
for,
enough.
they could eat
Yeah, I
it
thought
for
we were playing the Battle Priest.
Yeah,
Because we can do the next turn Hardened Scales, Outlast, Battle Priest. But you know,
I agree.
a 4/5 is already rather large without all that effort. So you're right.
No. Actually, I think I agree with you there, because if we draw a 5th land, then we can like start going. But Bellowing Saddle Brute gets us. Oh god, Dune Blast! Oh my god!
It buys the board. If PokeCaptain was asking what the whack-ass Abzan Wrath was, which was Dune Blast.
Yeah. They're black away from casting Dune Blast.
The reason I like
Black and
doing
more mana, but
Saddle Brute first is it buys us the board first before we do our goofy stuff.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. Well,
Ain't buying us
You got it.
jack.
all the charms are pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Very versatile.
Another morph.
Slightly
morph.
bigger than a morph.
It's a morph with a bonus power already flipped up.
I just
having 2
want to
power.
draw a land
Hey.
and Death Frenzy this.
Bold.
That'll be 3 for 3.
Like,
There are 3 cards for
is
3 of our
that
cards.
worth it, or is that just too aggressive?
Well, we get to attack with Jeskai Student afterward, I guess.
Well,
Gain a bunch of life.
Yeah, we get to attack for 1 with Jeskai Student. No, we don't get to attack for 0 because it's to be a -1.
Oh,
or
right.
1.
You're right.
No, I think I attack with Skull Hunter first and then post it. Oh god, the fact that this is like 4 for 3 in the wrong direction is why I'm not.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Martis Skull Hunter is neutral. Like it already got its card.
Okay.
So like if you that helps you
Yeah.
make the decision.
That's true.
You traded for 4s.
Because the alternate line here is I play Hardened Scales and Abzan Battle Priest, right? Like,
Right.
Mhm.
And so we're thinking that we do it now so that they can't possibly flip up their morphs to be bigger.
yes.
Because their deck is full of big men and they're just going to eventually have those big men. That might be a reason to keep Hate Blades around, actually.
Right, that's the...
Yeah.
In any case, I think Martis Skull Hunter is attacking.
Yeah, I think this is happening in all circumstances.
Okay.
Okay.
This makes me less likely to want to...
Oh God! What is with our opponents?
Biggest.
I don't understand the world I live in.
It's fine.
Okay, so
worry
post-combat,
Yeah, post-combat prowess.
and then we get the Battle Priest. We do it this order because then they can't snipe the Hardened Scales.
Why would I just trade the best creature in my deck for a 2/1?
How good is their other
They have
morph?
Sirach in their deck. That is
Yeah,
not the best
that's
creature in their deck.
yeah, correct.
Okay, okay. Debatably, the first or second best creature in
Damn
my
it.
deck. Man, they keep doing that.
We're not going to be able to stick an Outlast creature.
No, it's just
gonna be
not
terrible.
possible.
So,
I mean, that's a reason to. I don't know. The Hate Blades having Death Touch is like a reason not to cast the Death Frenzy. So really, can we draw Crocodile Drop?
Yeah, because we're almost at Crocodile Drop mana. Well, they're gonna enjoy having that because they actually do need some lands. They need their 5th to morph that up.
Yep. Oh boy.
If they block with Embodiment, which they won't because it death touches, but
I think we get that same question from a couple turns ago about Death Frenzy.
yeah.
It leaves them with 2 cards in hand and an embodiment.
They've been protecting this morph.
Yeah, what the hell is that thing? Why'd you be like the worst thing for some reason and they just
Mhm.
threw away the Woolly Loxodon to throw us?
There's a.
It was just a 4/5. That's weird. No, I guess that one turns up for cheaper.
Yeah,
That's
and
why.
they're currently on some like landlocked.
Yeah.
The problem here is that losing my other Hate Blade seems like it's gonna. Oh god.
Yeah, great.
Okay, so now we do need Crocodile Chop.
Now we're in the phase of the game where
They-
I don't even want crocodiles. I want cards that do things.
They're good.
Wanna-
Okay, they
Oh,
naturalize
no!
Whoa! Okay.
Man, that's so good for us. You have no idea.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, look, it looks bad now that we have drawn Einok Bondkin, but come on.
I'm
That
okay. I'm okay
card
with
was
that.
not doing all that much.
Right.
Was
And they
not.
just spent a card removing it.
Yeah. I like having Einok Bondkin to start leveling up some first strike blocking.
Like it get them to not activate their guy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, a few activations on Einok Bondkin, and they're not even going to be able to attack with that thing,
So-
no matter what tricks they have. No, wait, they have. That's
They
wrong.
have become immense. Like
They have become immense.
Yeah.
They can
Also,
beat
any
everything.
fight thing doesn't care about first strike. Because this is not Eternal card game.
Mhm.
We have a pretty big life lead also. Like our early aggression kind of purchased that. Yeah, that leaves the 4-2 at home. Yay, a bluff.
I think we just attack for the Bondkin and then level up the.
Yeah,
bird.
like send.
Mm-hmm. I like it. Burn
Burn away.
Serac. Okay.
Shit. Oh.
They can
Please block.
not trade.
Please block.
That doesn't
Yeah.
do exactly what you want, I think.
Do not like that I lose my entire grave
Right,
to that,
that's
but
pretty frustrating.
Thing is, we're close enough to casting Crocodile Drop anyway.
yeah, we need one land left. Please. Okay, so they're just gonna block and then
Okay,
activate.
okay. The block and sack, sure.
Okay, that's smart.
They reevaluated their position after making that attack. It's
So
fine.
that leaves us slightly ahead.
Yeah, we're the one with a onboard like real threat, whereas they have just this 4-2 that they can't really attack with.
Okay.
Although they can attack with it as long as we keep attacking.
Right, but the problem
we're
is they're
ahead.
yeah. Problem is like they have some bigger draws than us, like this.
Yeah.
Oh lord.
God. So I think I have to keep
Oh.
outlasting this.
Mhm.
Okay, Crocodile Chop now castable.
Yep.
Actually, be a good draw too at this
Yeah.
I believe it. Freaking dead drop. Bold.
point. Yeah, sure, whatever.
Probably means their morph is very large.
Or worthless.
I actually think worthless. You want to find out?
I kind of want to put that on their prowess guy though.
Hexproof.
X-Proof.
Oh, okay. I don't want to put it on their prowess guy anymore. It's,
Well, it's okay to want to.
Yeah.
yeah. Wow, that guy had another word. I never read it.
Yeah.
And the flip.
Oh, Oh no!
Fuck.
Okay,
we lose.
We have an out.
I need to get this
You're
big
right.
enough.
You're right. Our out is the crocodile drop.
God, it was a Sagu.
God.
They had the mana to flip that up last turn and just didn't.
Oh no.
Oh. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, come on, dead drop.
Yeah, we need dead drop pretty badly.
Have they used stubborn yet?
No.
Oh.
But so the last card in their hand is stubborn.
Yes!
Well, okay.
We can put the final counter on Einok Bondkin.
Okay.
Okay.
And that also block the 4-2 with Jeskai student.
Yeah, and trade.
Although there is an issue. Okay, there's one issue.
I
The
found-
other one is our.
I found the problem, by the way.
Okay, we're just gonna get clowned on by our opponent's perfect attack.
This isn't blood. This is victory wine.
So, do I kill Surak? Do I kill Sagu Mauler here? I think I need to kill Surak so that there's not...
Yeah,
So
like
they don't
other creatures
trample?
you control have trample. That's
Yeah, that'll.
a big deal.
And do we stick Jeskai student in front of the 4-2 or the Morph?
If
The
we-
4-2 or we die.
I was gonna say, you...
I thought about it and then
I'm
came to
pretty
the
sure
answer.
we're dead no matter what because
This
they just
flips
need-
into a damage or something. It,
one
it-
damage
It needs
on
to be
their
like
one
dragon. No, they're gonna get huge.
Yeah, they have
What?
they have
I'm not even
yeah,
sure
they
they
pass
need-
priority.
I don't know. It's fine.
Get huge.
Oh right, because Surak's gonna die and the thing's gonna lose trample. Sure.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay,
It's just another glacial
It's
stalker.
just-
Okay.
Cool.
so we got clowned on by our opponent's perfect deck.
Holy shit!
Monstrous.
We made trades. The fact that was, of all things, Sagu Mauler, the card we joked about, is the moment of that. That's incredible. Yeah, Sagu Mauler is...
Saga Mauler is really good. It's also a rare.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, that makes me remember, though. The perfection of our opponent's deck makes me remember why I think they made these Phantom drafts.
Oh.
There were, like, rumors of... Or, like, reports of people getting really grumped about people going into pods in, like, conspiracy with one another. Like, specifically trying to get everybody in the pod to draft the best deck.
I've heard that. I've heard that a lot, and that sounds like a lot of hogwash to me.
Yeah, it sounds sort of fake. I would believe that like it would happen with like a dozen total people out of the 2,000 so people playing.
Well, what's actually the scam here?
You have 8 people in a Discord talking out the entirety of the draft.
You do that to get like the win packs from the draft, basically.
But here's the thing: is that having 8 people do that is like negative. Like, what are you making?
I don't know.
Isn't that just negative value on the endeavor by design? Yeah, okay. I mean, it might be like a way to float one specific person, but how is that different from a Phantom event? Like what?
I don't know. I think that's why they made it. Oh, this is the sadness. Skull Hunty as your first creature, and we might be playing it.
Nope.
Okay, we're not. Rescued. Thank you.
Jeskai student to the rescue again. Love him.
Thanks, Jeskai student.
The mirror. Can their deck be as dumb as ours? No. Got the chat open?
Yep.
Ooh, look at the chat. Cast a card using an alternate casting cost.
Ooh, now I'm a lot happier with this. We drew a pretty real guy.
So I guess we want to go in and just play Skull Hunty.
That's what I want.
Yeah, we're going to trade 2 life for a card in their hand and 1 of their life. Because they're not going to block.
I do want this dead before they hit 5, but...
We have time to do that still.
Yeah, like they're not going to innervate.
They don't want to tank the value of fetch lands on MTG. Oh, well that doesn't work. That doesn't make much sense because every format became Phantom, not just one.
That would make sense for Cons because Cons does have fetch lands.
But they started with Theros, which Theros did not have fetch lands, and temples already don't have much value. Basically, just Modern Storm plays them. Like,
I don't think there necessarily needs to be. Oh my god.
The mirror.
I don't think there needs to be some grand conspiracy behind them making things Phantom events.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other thing people saw was that it was so that people would play Magic the Gathering the arena. Want to attack with Jeskai student and then dead debilitating injury it after they block?
Kind of.
Yeah, and if not, we have...
Yeah.
They also missed a land drop. I might maybe attack with both to force that issue.
Yeah. That's sort of 2 for 1 ourselves. No. The Skull Hunter already got his card, arguably.
Oh, that is right. If you're doing draft collusion and you're helping like multiple people make the best deck they can, you're not facing each other. You're fighting out of the pod.
Oh, out of the league?
Yeah, in a league.
Oh my god. That sounds like the biggest bullshit.
Again, that all sounds like...
It sounds fake, but
I know like some guy getting mad about...
I know they definitely caught some people doing it, though.
Okay. Really?
Yeah.
I would love to hear about that.
Yeah.
I would, too. But this is like
what's their argument?
It's like 8-month-old rumor.
What could they possibly say to say, oh no, you shouldn't have done that? What, talk to guys on the phone? What rule is there that they could cite that's like against it.
I get the feeling they actually do have like collusion rules against within there.
That is cheating, right?
Yeah.
Like, in a league draft, that's cheating. Like, I don't think that if it was an 8-4, I don't think it would be cheating, because you'd be fighting each other, and you would have no advantage to helping each other.
I seriously think that I don't know. I guess that doesn't sound real.
So our opponent has all of the Outlast Lords we didn't pick.
Yep. Our opponent is the Dark Mirror. Debilitating injury on our Outlast Lord, sure.
Okay.
I'm starting to remember the weakness of this guy.
Really?
Ooh,
Revealing their own Abzan Battle Priest. Okay.
Yeah, these are probably the same people who claim the Scry bug is real. Where this card you scry is somehow the same one you draw, even though you're randomizing your deck. But these are grinders, so they play a million games of Magic, so that when the things happen multiple times. Okay, here's a sweet 2-for-1.
Yeah.
Although, no, this is 2 for... No, we prowess first.
Yeah.
They'll still die. It has 2 damage on it.
Oh, sure.
But I still want this dead. I don't want that Merrick Nightblade in play, and I don't want the Flyer in play. I realize I'm not getting Abzan Battle Priest, but...
You would never get Abzan Battle Priest. Because they would outlast the Merrick Nightblade.
Well, I guess we can't get both.
Yeah.
And we have another stab wound we can stick on the Battle Priest, maybe.
Seek
Oh.
less, seek.
Whoa.
And just 3 the same.
That's such a bad card. That's an uncommon.
Okay, so their final 2 cards in hand are Einok Bondkin and Abzan Battle Priest.
Ah!
This is okay.
Outlast Tomb.
We
Yeah,
need our scales.
Yeah, we can like trade
Huh.
which one of the 2 guys we outlast to always
God.
keep a first strike wall up. Like outlast Dad 1 turn, then outlast Einok.
So what you're
Bondkin
saying
1 turn.
is we need a card that tilts the scales.
We do need a card to tilt the scales in our favor.
Or creature, forest, incremental growth. Do you want to attack with Dad and then outlast Einok Bondkin to play?
To not have to pay for life. That's all that would be doing.
Yeah, I could attack with, or I could just pay the 4 life.
Could pay 4 life.
I'm closer to that.
What does?
Ooh, okay. Here's a problem with it.
Mhm.
We actually don't have Outlast mana for both.
Yeah, we would just be outlasting, like attack with Dad, outlast Einok Bondkin, play Saddlebrute.
Yeah, because we need 2, 2, and 4, and
okay.
we're short. So
Yep. Short 1 mana. Gotcha.
and
No, me as well.
and they also can't attack if we play a 4/5.
Like, I don't think there's any world where we double Outlast and don't play the 4/5.
correct.
Certainly
Since we... Oh.
offer the trade.
Yeah, if they want to trade off Abzan Battle Priest, be my guest. This is more damage.
And I guess that Dad is a slightly better blocker. Although they do gain the life. They always gain the life. That's right.
Yeah, nothing stops that.
Because they got it's first strike fights.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
weird. It's weird that among the Outlast Lords, first strike is the one they put on a common because it's one of the most disruptive in combat.
Yeah.
To morph or not to morph?
I think we morph it so that I can outlast. God, and like,
You have mana for Morph Double Outlast.
yeah, let's do that.
And I guess hit them for 4.
I mean, do we? They cannot currently attack into it. And they have lifelink
Alright.
on their side?
Yeah, no, you're right. The lifelink on their side makes it tilted.
Yeah, because like if we, yeah, all right. Because this thing is like something we'll get to attack with in the future. God, we need to draw like crocodiles.
Croc drop growth would do a fair impression because they would make our
Yep.
Bondkin or Saddle Brute first strike
Yep.
and give us a big flyer. We can't cast that one.
Oh boy.
Okay, they have a trick.
Crap.
Just force them to have it, or just preserve our. They're always if we don't force them to play it, they're just going to keep having it, right?
Yeah, they're just gonna like.
Yeah.
I was hoping they had miscounted. Oh,
It's even
Dragon
counters
Scale.
too. Ugh.
That's kind of nasty as far as tricks go, because it lasts. Eek.
And it lets them
And he
out.
gets to outlast
Yeah.
again. Oh man.
Let's them crank it high. Well,
Aha!
Turn up the bass.
I think this means we're trading Sage Eye Harrier for some time.
Yeah. I'm turning up the bass.
Like Sage Eye Harrier trumps the Battle Priest.
Yeah.
Unless it dies right here,
In which case we'll go to, I
think
guess.
we would die.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
We go
Well,
to 2.
Wouldn't die right on the spot, but
Our opponent would go to 38,
Oh my
which they're
God.
going to do anyway.
Right, like.
I think I don't know how we kill their guys other than
Because our
Croc
battle
Drop.
priest is dead. Like, ugh.
yeah.
Oh no, that's like a clock.
That does nothing.
Yeah. Yet another chump blocker.
So I think I need to what? Up Einok Bondkin?
What are the actual stats of our creatures?
5'9" and 5'4".
Okay.
And this is a 7'6". So I think I need to pump the Bondkin.
Yeah, we just kind of play Hate Blade just to have a third creature in play.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, and if they attack him with both, like, we block their Einok Bondkin, and it dies, so they can't attack with both. They just,
Right.
slowly kill us with Alabaster Kieran.
Not that slowly.
They give it,
5 turns is kind of a lot, if that's all they're getting in with.
yeah.
I mean, like if they go all in like right now.
They lose their Einok Bondkin and the game ends in our favor. Like, that would rule. No!
I don't think they lose Einok Bondkin.
No.
They actually still do.
The Dark Mirror.
Okay. Like the overlap between our cards and their cards is actually really high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. Like down to the dead drop. It's nuts.
Alright, they're at 52.
Yeah, that's the difference. I don't think you're doing it, Just Guy Student. Okay. I'll make a crazy suggestion.
Yeah.
We have a Bring Low in the sideboard. And our actual spot removal in the deck for big creatures is non-existent.
No, I have a crazier suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Retribution of the Ancients? I'm into that.
If we're going to fight a game that's just both of us seeing who can go the longest, this allows us to...
Is there any other card that we can bring in that adds more +1/+1 counters to us at all?
No.
Mm.
Dutiful Return is something we could add as well as a, like...
Grindy thing.
Like,
I
if
mean,
we-
that's definitely part of the grind.
Yeah, like... I like the grind more because, like, if we go long and we can pick back up our Abzan Battle Priest or something like that, then...
Or like our hate blades just kind of naturally die themselves.
Right. So in that case, we can take out Death Frenzy, right?
They have lots of high toughness creatures.
Right. A lot of their guys start out at like 2-3. I realize that they have the one
Yeah.
guy who starts out at 3-2, and he's important.
Right, it kills some of their stuff, but not all of their stuff. Agreed.
Right.
Maybe one of the Sage Eye Harriers.
Okay.
Okay, there's another weird card.
Okay.
Mind Rod. They
Hmm.
spend a lot of their time outlasting their creatures, so they're not casting their spells. I don't know how good that is, though. I don't know. More realistically, I don't know what's worse than that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the changes we've made here. I want to see if like this actually lets us play a long game with the hardened
Man,
scales.
if Beautiful Return could pick up our guy who makes them discard, and then we have Sidisi's Secret, and then dang it.
I'm
Yeah,
in.
Black Source. Yeah.
Yeah, but it enters.
You're right. It's.
But that's fine. Can't do anything about it.
I think if that was a refuge, like we wouldn't even question it. Weirdly enough.
No, oh wow, they're on 41. It's definitely considerable to add the Mind Rod in, which is why we mentioned it. I think I like our other tools more.
Mind Rot's a little awkward because, like, okay, let's say that we board in Mind Rot because they play their little outlast creatures, then spend their time outlasting rather than playing their spells.
My worry.
If you Mind Rot them there, they already have their lands and outlast creatures in play.
Yeah, my actual worry is more that they could actually just be playing like kind of like how we have an aggressive line. Like I don't want to have Mind Rot against a opponent who has a aggressive line going on.
Yeah, well, I mean, we talked about them being our Dark Mirror or whatever,
Right.
but what if they don't actually have those cards? Like, the one semi-aggressive thing that we saw out of them was the Bondkin, right? Like, everything else was sort of, like, a Morph or...
I'm really happy about this, by the way.
Bigger guys.
Yeah, his hand took a turn into looking hot fire, by the way, looking at it.
Yeah, we'll just kill their things and then kill them. It'll be fun.
Like, I'm not even going to, like, kill or morph they play here. I'm going to attack, and I'm going to play a 4/5. Like, that's big game.
Kraken hatchling back to block. Like, next turn, we can either outlast or Jeskai student and kill their guy.
Again, I like getting rid of the morphs before they have the ability to flip them up, especially if that's something like the 4/4 giraffe.
Mm-hmm. I have a feeling it's the bird, though, which just gains them 2 life.
Yeah. That was the one they showed. You're right. Off color.
My bird!
Oh, no, they gain 2 life. We're heading the race.
Revealing another bird.
And then playing Sage Eye Harrier face down.
And playing...
Now that could be the best misdirect.
That would be pretty hot.
Remember that from a million years ago?
Yeah.
Million?
Which makes
No, I don't. I'm not that kind of person.
we had a game where like a player did a Volrath Stronghold to pick up a morph, and then
I believe they were picking up Silent Spectre.
And then put I think
Spectre
Bane
morph?
of the Living face down.
And then put Bane of Living face down.
That's pretty sweet.
Want to stab their morph?
I still do want to stab their morph.
Okay.
I want to put forward pressure, and also I don't know that it's the Sage Eye Harrier. Like this could be a misdirect to keep an Abzan guy from dying.
Oh!
It was Sci-Fi Giraffe.
Because Abzan Guide would definitely, if they draw their white source, all of a sudden turn the nature of the game around. So.
Well, I mean, good work. You rooted them out.
So now we know one of their cards in hand is a Sage Eye Harrier.
They're probably playing a morph here. Oh, really? I wonder what that is. Why is there just a card that's just ahead of the giraffe?
I've looked up full art for that card too, and I can't find like the full art. The artist did not render the head of the giraffe.
I'm continuing to remove their blockers.
It lets us attack for 2 with our
Yeah, this time we
guy.
prowess off of it. And
Hey! All right.
so we win if we're aggressive?
Yeah, I'm thinking about moving out this Sage Eye Harrier. I don't know if that's something I actually want in the end.
From Mind Rot.
Yeah, for Mind Rot.
Oh
don't
shit,
hate
what
it.
was their morph?
Their morph was the other Sage Eye Harrier.
The Sage Eye Harrier.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I draw a giraffe? I can draw most of a giraffe.
Mm.
I just can't draw the little funny horns, which have a special name. What is that special name?
For the horn of a giraffe. All right.
Yes.
This is it though, right? Final game?
Final game.
Drink
They're-
deep of the horn of the giraffe.
They're called ossicones. They are
Awesome.
on giraffes, okapis, and their extinct relatives, which no longer exist.
This is gonna be an odd one.
This might be a
This was already a mulligan to 6.
this might be a play a piker kind of game. Well, if we want to be grindy, we absolutely do not do that.
I guess it gets us closer to having the city's
Well,
blessing.
I mean,
So
it's true. Also,
Every time,
Jeskai
every time
student will always appear to help out their friend, the Martyr Skull Hunter.
Yeah, every time I bring up the fact that we might,
Oh shit,
although
block.
we might actually block here. You know, like if they block, we might eat their guy.
I like that well enough.
Yeah.
Gives us a counter for our.
Uh-huh.
So that if they play, they can't. This removes their ability to play Einok Bondken.
They're probably saying to themselves, you know what? They can't possibly have 2 spells.
Yeah, but the problem is Feat of Resistance and Defiant Strike are existing cards. Those are the ones that are the big ones, right? Okay,
Right,
big enough
well-
that they're... sadly, but... we still get this.
Hey, were they on the mold
there is
6?
no correct line.
Well, the cool thing is that now they think, oh, they were attacking to get...
God damn it.
So, yeah, the cool thing is, like, now they're thinking, oh, they attacked in order to Skull Hunt, right? That was why that attack happened.
Okay, so we get to be pretty aggressive here.
Yeah, we get to play out Bellowing Saddle Brute.
Probably hit better.
Which they still cannot profitably attack into with their guy.
I'll note they missed a land drop.
Yeah,
Kind of got it back from the banner.
True. But it says
But they
something
were,
about the 4 cards in their hand, right?
Yeah,
yeah. They were on the mold of 6 too, right?
I don't remember.
No, yeah, because
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Punch.
Up and up they go. No, they have the untap thing.
That's fine. That's what Feat of Resistance is for, I suppose.
Yeah.
crush them. We eat eggs and meat.
All right, so do your thing. Exactly what you said is what's going to happen here.
Yep.
And they block the. Who did they block here? The brute?
Yeah, they kill the brute, but we feed a resistance to keep it alive.
Yeah, sadly, does not trade.
Yeah,
Get an extra damage out of the prowess.
we do.
Wait, could we then remove the counter to get, like, the last little bit?
No, because we have 5 counters.
Yeah.
Damn it. That would rule if that was the outcome.
Wow! It's almost like this card never does enough.
Like, we need pro green. All right, opponent's at 12, and with Bloodsucker, you know, we always have that.
We have the option.
Yeah. To drain him out.
And then look at
Yikes.
this. I'm playing an absent guide.
Sure.
Drain him out no longer looks as good.
Yeah. Oh! All right,
Now, come sail away.
because that jumps.
Do we want to do it right away? Because lifelinking 4/4 is kind of scary.
Yeah.
We don't have a solid answer to it.
We could.
Like they get 4 of the life back for basically free.
Right,
Oh,
right.
Okay, if we do attack and we play our land,
Mm-hmm.
We block with Kara Bloodsucker and eat the Skull Hunter.
We
They
can
gain-
block and trade, and they gain nothing. You're right.
They gain
Ah.
they act and yeah.
That's a good
and then
call.
that gives us a 4/4, which eventually which is a flyer and eventually outsizes
I suddenly
the 4/4
like this.
anyways.
Yeah, the Falcon grants flying to creatures that have +1/+1 counters on our team.
Mhm.
Yep. So this will become a flyer. I could have activated this and flown in for 8, but,
Yeah, but
the play you said where we chump block and sack the blocker so they don't gain the life from the lifelink is probably what wins us the game here.
And we can do that multiple
Hero
times.
Bloodsucker, the centerpiece of our strategy.
The card's quite good.
Whoa!
Oh, they're Heath. That puts them down a point.
But
Oh my God,
Don't
don't
do it.
do it.
Don't do it.
Don't lose life.
No,
man.
no, that's 7. Don't
Oh, no, the
don't do
dude?
it.
No, okay.
Oh God.
No Darude.
Like I was just like, because if they kill everything in Abzan Guide, like, so they attack in and we get to stifle their lifelink trigger, and then the game ends in our favor.
I did make Ryan really mad. I made Ryan over turf for those who don't know. I made him really mad at me recently because he was saying he was surprised at a run on Dread of Night, and I asked him, "You must really hate Death and Taxes, huh?" And he said, "No one deserves to lose like that." And then he got mad at me because I said only people who play Stifle.
It's the end.
Hey.
So I have to debilitating injury this because it could be the bird.
Oh, the flip up for flying. Yeah.
They do gain 2 life if they flip it up.
Right, but 6 puts them to 8, and then we attack for 8 in the air.
You can actually attack for more in the
Actually
air.
is the bird.
We eat
Amazing.
Jeskai.
Oh my God!
Student. Siege Rhino! Oh!
Why didn't they play that?
Yeah, why didn't they play Siege Rhino?
We'd have.
No, because we would have killed him still. I just would have, like, Kiru Bloodsucker trigger and killed
Yeah.
him.
Jeez.
So odd.
All right.
Okay.
Welcome to the break-even, boys.
We did it!
Wasn't that one of our longest curses with cons? Was like the break even boys curse or the lose round 2 curse?
Yes.
Yes.
Like we would get exactly enough value to keep going. It's like, well, but guess I'd better play more cons.
Yep, that was
have all these packs.
that was kind of how cons went. Was like, I think we made 2nd place in a bunch of cons drafts, and it's like, well, 4 packs. We've spent 3, 4 packs. We spent 3. All right.
So I want you to be vindicated, Kaz. We played that black enchantment not even as a prowess.
we mulled the 6.
Yeah. And the one point in the game where it might have served a purpose, it didn't.
Yeah.
Although with Kara Bloodsucker, it could have been interesting, but we were crushing them at that point.
That game was all on the back of, okay, so I think what we learned is really Keru Bloodsucker as the, like...
Yeah, Kara Bloodsucker's a good card. Especially, it's
I was surprised.
That card and Swarm of Bloodflies are like old friends.
That makes sense. All right. Anyway, that's cons. That's
we cast guys. We cast Cone of +1/+1 counters. I can't even believe it.
Yeah,
it's real.
We cast it twice, and one time it immediately won us the game, and the other time it granted an immediate concession.
Yeah.
Which means they got to bring back Shadowmoor so that we can not pick Incremental Blight and instead pick Jaws of Stone.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Kaz, and thank you, Gnomebitten, for joining on the draft today. On drafts today, multiple. I don't know if more of this will happen. I don't have time for it on the next couple days, so
we got Netrunner.
Yeah, doing a bunch of Netrunner things. If you want to catch more streams, though, you can always follow us. So when I do go live with this, if you want to support the stream, you can always subscribe for this cool skull. Or just be in here watching. It's
be in here.
Good time.
What projects are you doing right now, Kaz? You're doing stuff, right?
Am I? I don't need views.
Don't
Hey,
go to
don't-
twitch.tv/Kazugma and do not watch him play Darkest Dungeon with friend of the show Burndead. Don't do this.
Yeah, just don't do it. And if you do that, that's great. Don't subscribe to me. That's awful. I don't need any subscribers. Subscribe to this guy instead. It's way better.
Yeah,
or
do
no
that.
bid for Nobuyoko.
I do have Nobuyoko. And I have an idea for a very dumb stream that's going to happen, but I don't know.
R8.
All right. So thank you everybody for joining. Have a good night, everybody.